curfews, internet ban, chaos around, and the courage to fight as a voice for the people of her state. Greetings, dear viewers. I am your host, Shreyosee, for the third episode of the Mic Session by Inspiring Words. Today, we have with us Northeast India's first transgender judge, India's third, and one of the youngest judges our nation has seen, a very prominent transgender rights activist, Miss Swati Bidhan Baruah.
A very warm welcome, Swati ma'am, to the Mic Session by Inspiring Words. We have read of you and heard about you and been in awe of your courage to stand for the right and your unflinching belief in justice. You inspire us, ma'am, and we are honored to hear from you. Ma'am, our very first question is, as a child, what fascinated you the most and what did you aspire to be?
Okay. So, during my childhood, I was fascinated and it was my fantasy to become a doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
And but when I saw that it is not only a platform, it might be a platform to help everyone in general by humanity or by your medical profession, but you can't raise anyone's voice.
Yes.
So then then my thought of aim got changed, and it got shifted to law, and I decided to become a lawyer because that is only a platform where not only that is only the platform and correct platform where you are getting a chance to raise voice not only for you but also for the hardest, and especially for the downtrodden and marginalized community. And also my aim to the law got shifted because I faced many discrimination, not inside my family members but also from the society, from my classmates, from my colleagues, and from my each and every aspect I got. So that's why a law is only the platform which provides you the right to raise your voice and also to raise voice of others.
That's certainly wonderful, ma'am. More power to you. Second question.
Thank you.
Ma'am, my pleasure. Our second question. What made you choose to have a career in the field of law? I know it's already been answered.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I would come to the third one. Ma'am, could you tell us about your journey from being a lawyer to being appointed as a judge?
Okay. So now, you see, when I was doing my law,
yes, ma'am.
So many of my friends in my law colleges, they usually talk to me, but you can feel the sense of discrimination in each and every sense. Like they will just only talk to you in sense of hi and hello to have a connection with you. Apart from that, they won't give you a chance to get involved with them, whether in socially or culturally, in each and every aspect. And I was because I was the topper.
Yes, ma'am.
So just because the high hello relationship was there, just to maintain the cordial relationship, you can say. Just a normal relationship. So that my classmates should get a help from me during their examination. So that was only the motive. So apart from that, I didn't got so much of support from my classmates, but the professors were very much support and was very much helpful towards me. So when I completed my law and I came in the profession, so even in that, I have sensed the discrimination in the sense no one used to talk about me in front of my face, but what they used to do is they keep on whispering. Just like देखो ये हमारे प्रोफेशन में है and something like that.
Okay.
But I didn't even a shift to them, because I completely concentrated on my practice and that I acquired as a knowledge from the law. And what it resulted me as there was a meeting, a community meeting, which was about to be held on Delhi.
Yes, ma'am.
So I just got out of my home and I catch the Uber app, the Uber app, and then I went ahead to the airport. So now it was about only 5 minutes when I was about to reach the airport. Then I got a call from the court and it says the judge has passed an order on you, so you have to come to the court immediately.
All right.
So I was scared कि किसी मेरे ऊपर क्या केस ठोक दिया, like that, you know.
Yes,
so that was a very scaring part. So after that, what I thought is कि छोड़ो community meeting पहले चलते हैं और देखते हैं, let's see what the court order is. So then I gradually and eventually I went back to the court, and the personal assistant of the judge, he came and he said, please do wait here. Once the court proceedings are over, the judge will ask you to come inside the chamber and he will be talking with you.
Yes.
Even during that moment, I was really scared, you know.
Yes,
so after the court hours got over,
yes,
I went to his room. And he said, congratulations, Swati, you have been appointed as a member judge in National Look Academy. And it was like, okay.
So how did it feel, ma'am?
No, actually, I didn't express, you know, I felt that was only a moment, you know. I can't even express what I felt. But if I got a chance, I would start jumping around. So, you know, so that is what I felt.
Yes,
so when I came out of that room, of the courtroom, so I don't know how the media persons got this news. And they were just surrounding me, Swati, congratulations, and each other. So that was a very overwhelming situation for me. But after that, what had happened, I didn't stop my responsibilities of raising voice of others.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I started working for the community. And that was actually what I felt is a very good and nice slap.
Yes.
To each and everyone who felt and who treat transgender persons as aliens. Because even my friends who passed out law and who were also practicing along with me in the court, even they stopped talking to me, you know. But when I got appointed, they started texting me like anything. So that I realized, okay, so means once you are in a position and you are with a power, then only you will be recognized, otherwise you won't.
Yes, ma'am.
So my classmates who don't even use to give any importance to me, they were, when I sat on the chair of a judge, they came and they came in front of me and they addressed me as a lordship.
Yes.
So that was actually a very tight slap to them, you know.
Definitely. Ma'am, and it is a big thing to be appointed as a judge at such a young age. So definitely.
Yes, you know, and for that, the court has broke the protocol. Actually, judges, because actually, you know, the judges are generally appointed at the age of 45.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, God. That's a huge success.
Because, you know, the judges are generally get appointed as a judge in the age of 35, 40 or 45, like that. But it was at the age of only 26, you are being appointed as a member judge. So that was what I achieved from my hard working and from all of your blessings.
Yes.
So then I started working for my community and also for the society.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, next question. Assam has of late been raging with protests over CAA. What is your take on it?
Okay. So, you know what happened that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Where you are just, the curfew is around you your home and your colony and your each and every island is surrounded by paramilitary forces, where each and everywhere you can only see no one is there, and you feel like the Guwahati has become a graveyard where not a single noise has been heard. Everywhere is curfew, and you are watching news daily where lots of agitations are going on. 5 of the innocent people have lost their lives in encounter.
Yes, ma'am.
So many of the activists, they called me up and they said, and they asked me, why you are still silent? We have came out. Why you aren't till now? So I said, don't worry, you will get a surprise visit.
Yes.
So after that, what actually happened is, and I also believe that God has given me a chance to state my word, which I told to the other activists as well, that I will give a surprising visit. So during that moment, the internet got shut down.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
The internet got shut down, and what it happened is, I also thought there are the many wrong messages are being circulated.
Yes,
many things are going on around social networking. So I also thought, okay, this for the time being it should be stopped.
Yes.
But as it was also been declared by the government that the internet has been banned for 24 hours.
Yes,
so after 24 hours, when I was waiting that okay, as I can after 24 hours, then I will get back to my other work as well, and I will be in touch with my other trans friends also throughout India.
Yes.
Then the shocking news was that the ban of internet has been extended to 48 hours.
Yes.
Oh my God! And then again I waited for the 48 hours.
Yes.
Then after it again got extended for a week.
Yeah.
So then I said, no, this is some going on. Now I have to stop this. And till midnight 4 a.m.,
Yes, ma'am.
I started drafting from 6 p.m. in the evening till midnight 4 a.m. Okay. I completed my drafting, and what it happened, I asked my junior, should I put your name as a petitioner, and I will be appearing for you.
Okay.
And she was asking me, no, ma'am, please don't put my name. I don't know what you have written. I will be inside the jail. So I said, don't worry. If you also go inside the jail, I will take you out. So then somehow she said very in a very in a cozy manner, okay, ma'am, okay, like that. So I said, okay, chalo, theek hai. Then I filed the petition, and I mentioned that in the morning at 10:30 a.m. At the Guwahati High Court, and the Chief Justice was to the matter. And the division bench said, okay, now everything is over. Now the situation is normal. You can't make a permanent ban. You can't keep on banning the internet for long. You have to resume the internet. Then what it happened? The government didn't comply with that.
Okay.
Then the government didn't comply with that order. Then on the next day, the argument started.
Okay.
And me with my other team, we argued, and the argument started from 10 a.m. to 2:30.
Yes.
Continuously. The other matters were kept on hold. Only the internet session and internet argument was going on everywhere.
Right.
There were also other few petitioners as well in that matter. And it was almost comprising 20-25 advocates who took the stand. And we was continuously arguing.
Yes, sir.
And at last, the court said, no, enough is enough. You have to resume the internet by 5 p.m. to the evening.
Wow. Ma'am, that was a heroic move. All of it.
Yes, and even what it happened
okay.
on the next day, because it was all after 5 p.m. generally the government offices get closed,
Yes,
So then again, having that court order, writing a notification and sending it back to the telecom industry to resume the internet, it's quite a lengthy process. And we also do understand. By next morning, each and everywhere, it was like I started hearing from the other people, internet aa gaya, internet aa gaya, internet aa gaya, like that. Yeah. So, and I went back to the court again, and my junior she ran towards me, and she said, "Ma'am, just please open your Facebook account, see how people are doing with your photograph.
Yes.
How they are making a viral." I said, "Is it a good or bad?" So my junior said, "Just please check once, then you will let me know." So I said, "Okay, chalo, let me check once." And when I opened my WhatsApp and Facebook, I saw, what the hell is this? My photo is everywhere in each and every status.
Everybody was very thankful, ma'am. All of us, the whole of Assam, ma'am.
So that was even, even because, see, that was, we also need to thank the Guwahati High Court that it took, after our submission, they took such a bold step, to sack the government not to go with such unethical attribute. Because during that moment, the Delhi government also put a ban on the internet, and the Delhi advocate also challenged it before the Delhi High Court. But the Delhi High Court denied to entertain such petitions, And during that moment, Guwahati High Court took a bold step. And said, "No, you have to resume the internet." So that became a landmark judgment, in the internet part.
Yes, ma'am.
That's where the Guwahati High Court, after my submission, is saying that yes, it is also a part of a fundamental right, and which the government can't infringe.
Okay, ma'am. The next, which section of our Indian Constitution, in your opinion, requires the most amendments?
Which section?
Yes, ma'am. And any law, anything you can tell us of.
Okay, so section, I believe, Article 14, Article 14 needs to be amended.
Okay, ma'am.
Article it gradually speaks of equality, but in the present scenario, we don't see any more equality prevailing. Because, for making it very much executory, so the government needs to amend Article 14 in such a way that it will be, that anyone who will be violating the article in context to equality with anyone will be punished and will be thrown inside the bar.
Yes. Okay.
So that is it. Because in each and every way, if you go, the transgenders, see, my mom and dad have given me a name. I don't need an extra name. But even though the people call trans persons as Chakka, Hijra, Gur, Mamu, everything, in everywhere.
Those should be banned.
This should be banned. Because when we talk broadly about the broader spectrum of Article 14, equality. So equal not only with the transgender, but also the female should also get an equal opportunity in everywhere.
Absolutely.
Because you see, because see, इंडिया में आपको बहुत लड़के मिल जाएंगे ऐसे जो या तो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं या जिनकी ग्रेजुएशन या मास्टर ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट हो चुकी है, बट they keep on thinking that I am all in all. Because when they call and when they scold a girl by calling or a daughter of a, so ultimately they are not scolding that female. They are somehow bringing the third person in between. So then there is no inequality. When you keep on discriminating with the caste, when you keep on discriminating with anyone according to their gender, sex, creed, religion. So I believe that, just pointing out on one point and, one religion centric means arguments you can feel and you can see everywhere is going on. And each and everywhere you only you will get to know, and when the society forces you, okay, you are the general, you are the ST, you are the OBC. So these kind of things only can be curbed by a proper amendment of Article 14. And necessary implementation of Article 14 is very much required. And accordingly, also Article 21, where each and everyone has the right to life. Because just in the name of God, you can't sacrifice animals, and just in the name of just because you are hungry, you can't just feed your stomach by killing someone. So that is very cruel in nature, because each and everyone has a right to live. Right to life. So that is why these are two very important articles which need to be amended and which need to be implemented in letter and spirit.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Our next question is, are you in favor of the popular belief that death penalties can decrease the number of rapes in our nation? If not, where do you feel the solution lies?
See, to an protest, asking someone that, okay, death penalty is only the solution, no doubt. As it is a penal law is there to deal with that, and if anyone will be given a death penalty also, but what is the outcome? Does we are able to stop such kind of crimes in the society? No. Each and every day, the females are facing the same, right? So what is required is, see, a good proverb I should use now, and that is charity begins at home. So just like that proverb, charity begins at home, the sensitization also needs to be begin from the home. And where you and each and every child should be treated and sensitized as well according to their gender. It's not like, okay, ladki ho to kar sakte ho, ladki ho to ghar mein raho. Not like that. So when a proper necessary sensitization will be there, starting from the family, starting inside your family members, inside your brothers, sisters, inside your society, inside your classroom, in college rooms, university rooms. So I believe at least we will be able to curb such kind of crimes very soon. If it happens, then only.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, you're a transgender rights activist. What are your objectives to be achieved presently?
Okay. So, see, it was my dream, that okay, I will have a boyfriend. I will get married. I will have some child. I will also have a family. But when my community forced me to work for the community of Assam, then when I started working with them, I felt the need, that most of the community members doesn't even have family members, and how pitiable their conditions are, where you are not given an opportunity for your empowerment, where you have to survive your life only on begging. See, no one actually likes begging, but they have to do the begging because the society has forced them to do so.
Yes, ma'am.
So somehow the society is also equally responsible for that, So that is why when I started working with them, I found the many pros and cons, many objectives and many problematic situations and problematic things I have seen.
Yes, ma'am.
Staying with them. When I say no, I have to raise their voice, I have to start working. So I started working from the transgender community from last 10-15 years. and where I organized separate transgender pride. I organized Film Fest for Trans in the Guwahati University campus.
Okay.
Then I started sensitizing the each and every colleges. Then I started working, and even during this COVID-19 crisis,
Yes, ma'am.
we are also raising funds to help them with necessary medical food items. And also we are collaborating with the government of India and government of Assam to provide them the necessary food materials and each and everything what they require.
That is a very noble deed, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And what I gave to the community is my 10-15 years of hard working and continuous pinching the government and pushing the government. I succeeded to bring a separate Assam state transgender policy.
Okay. Could you tell us about it?
So now, according to the Assam state transgender policy, there will be a separate department for transgender.
Okay.
A transgender welfare board will be established, and that transgender welfare board will be issuing an identity card to all transgenders according to their category.
Right.
The transgender welfare board will have the power to take suo motu cases against any discrimination by anyone towards the transgender community.
All right.
The transgender welfare board will have a separate section to empower transgenders under India Skill Development Program.
Okay. All right.
So the Transgender Welfare Board will also look into the housing, shelter, fooding, lodging in each and every aspect of transgender, so that the time will come when you won't find a single transgender in any roadside or in the bus or in the train.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am,
so that is what I did for the community.
That's a great deed, ma'am. And ma'am, do your future plans include anything regarding education for trans people and other things?
Yes. See, I was also a member of the IGNO community, IGNO committee. IGNO, you know, right? It's the Indira Gandhi Open University.
Oh, yes, ma'am, yes.
IGNO. So I was there in the committee, and what I suggested in that meeting is that there should be free education to the transgender. Now see, you will find Hindi medium schools are there, Bengali medium, Assamese medium, Boro medium, then Nepali medium, in Mizo medium, in each and everywhere you will see if there are separate schools for each and every community.
Yes.
Even for a physically challenged and special child, you will also find their separate schools.
Yes,
but in case of transgender, you won't find a school for them. So most of the transgender doesn't even get opportunity to take an admission or to continue with their studies, as they had to face many such discrimination, regarding classrooms, students, toilets, everything. So when I was there in the committee of IGNO, I suggested, and my suggestion was taken into consideration. And IGNO was only the India's first open university to which on government notification they said if any transgender comes to us, we will give a free of cost free education to them.
Yes, ma'am. That's another one to your bucket list.
So that the IGNO did, and recently we also did with KK Handik Open University.
Okay, ma'am.
Our state open university, KK Handik State Open University of Assam. I also suggested them, and they also came forward and they said if you have any such transgender who have left education in the middle or who was unable to complete their education, they can come to us. We will give a free of cost education to them as well.
That's very nice.
So that is what slowly I'm doing.
Yes,
but what I believe is, when there will be a full acceptance of transgender persons in the society, I think we the senior leaders will not be there. because we might not enjoy that part, but the transgender and the new generation, they will be enjoying that.
We wish you all the success, and we will surely hold hand together and take this further. Okay, ma'am. The very next question. As a judge, have you ever faced a dilemma in decision making? If yes, could you tell us a little about it?
No, I didn't find any dilemma, but what, when I was there in that chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I just even don't believe why many of the cases was been referred to me. When I sat for the first time, my duty hours was from 10:30 to 3 o'clock.
Yes.
So I reached court by 10, half an hour before. I sat on the chair and I was being given 2,000 cases.
Oh my God.
And yes, and just in one day.
Okay.
And just there are both the parties. You have to listen to both of them, and then you have to make an amicable settlement, and the dispute should be closed.
Yes, ma'am.
To less the burden of the court. So just one day I disposed of 2,000 cases amicably settled.
Okay. Wow.
And I started taking up the matter from 10:15,
yes,
which was 15 minutes earlier to the exact time schedule, and then I completed all the cases by 2 o'clock.
Wow.
And I was watching other judges are still working, and I completed my work.
Yes, ma'am. That's really nice. Okay. So, ma'am, next. You are driven and confident and motivated, and you have achieved a great deal in this young age. What keeps you going and drives you ahead in your life and career?
Okay. See, what means? Can you just please repeat the question once again?
Certainly, ma'am.
Or just can you just point me the number? Which number question was that?
Ma'am, it's number 9.
Okay. What keeps you going and drives you ahead in your life and career? Okay, that keeps me going. Some of my friends are there, who are based in Mumbai and who are associated with the film industry, and some of them are also brothers of some superstars as well.
Okay,
so they are very friend of mine, and also very best friend, you can say.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever I feel shy or whenever I mean sad, we just can assume from my each and every post, and they start pinching me in each and every second,
Yes,
so means why you are sad, why you are not doing that, why you are not doing that. So they always keep me on forcing doing something which will be motivating me, and that helps me a lot, and that helps me to keep on going and focusing on the career as well. And I think that has helped me a lot, and from me, the community has achieved a lot.
Yes, ma'am, certainly. And basically, support is important, is what you are saying. Moral support.
Yes, of course.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, our last huge question to you. What message would you like to impart to the younger generation of our nation?
See, just our message is stop discriminating.
Yes.
Because because you won't learn it from the society, because that had already been overpowered by your own guardians and parents in your childhood to maintain distance from this community, or to do discrimination from this community, or to maintain a huge gap from them and to treat them as an alien. So I believe, and I also think that my message is also not required, because the new generations are now very, very smart. Even though if their parents keeps on, overpowering with their own ideas and ideologies. They have their smartphone in their hand, and they know each and everything. They are quite smart, So I believe the new generation. I don't need to give any message to the new generation. Regarding the old one, you can say they are very much outmoded, and they need something to pull them back. So otherwise, they will be like only the mammals of Shillong, where people need to push them to go up. Otherwise, they remain silent. But otherwise, the new generation needs nothing. They are well versed, because when you see, when I was sick, so when I was a child, उस समय जब मेरे मम्मी पापा मुझे नहलाकर कहीं पे अगर बैठा देते और कहीं पे आप बैठे हुए हो भोलू की तरह, आपको मालूम नहीं क्या करना है. But now the childs are very smart. Once they comes out of the mother's womb, they start, discovering, वो अपना मोबाइल चलाने लग जाते हैं. Back to Android phone.
Yes.
So they are very over smart now.
Yes. Ma'am, we'll have a rapid fire round now. Shall we start?
Okay.
First, your idol?
My idol is my mom.
Okay. Second, your hobby?
Reading books, and once you come to my home, you will feel like that you are trapped in a library.
Oh, that's very nice, ma'am. I am a great book lover as well. Ma'am, the third, one thing Assam really needs, according to you?
A second, means Swati Bidhan Baruah too, but Assam is required now. Because sometimes, the works are so much overloaded over me. Yes. Sometimes even I don't get a time to do in each and everything. Yes. So, I sometimes believe, okay, the Assam should have a Swati Bidhan Baruah too.
To take part of the
junior who take half of the work from me, or Swati Bidhan Baruah junior, what you take.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, next favorite movie?
Okay, my favorite movie,
yes,
Danish Girl.
Okay, and next, which is the one celebrity you would wish to meet?
Once in life.
Yes, ma'am. Just if given a chance to right now, which is the one celebrity will you choose to meet?
There are many, because I'm in love with many.
And tell me your favorite most on the top of your list.
Okay, that is Ishan Khattar.
Okay, all right, ma'am. Next, which recent case proceeding caught your attention?
The most.
Yes, ma'am, the most.
The internet matter.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes. Ma'am, 7, since you said you're a book lover, which is your favorite book?
Okay, my favorite book, you mean to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Only Love is Real.
Okay. And next, a country you wish to travel?
Country I wanted to travel is, the questions are very tough because I have many choices,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I just want to visit Kansas once again.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, next, if not law, what alternate career would you have opted for?
What alternate career? Of course, the white coat. I'm now in the black coat,
yes,
but
okay.
I would rather choose to be a white coat.
Yes, and the last one, ma'am, were it a regular Sunday, not in this pandemic, how would you choose to spend your Sunday? Would you go out or would you stay home?
I will stay at home because the present requirement is to stay home and to remain safe.
Yes, ma'am.
I stay home. I clean each and everything. I do all my household work.
Yes, ma'am.
And in that part, my pets, they are helping me a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
And they helped me by disturbing me a lot, very much on that. And whatever I do, anything, they keep on destroying each and everything.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you,
So that
ma'am.
is what I do.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And I would like to extend our gratitude to you on behalf of the entire Inspiring Words family and on behalf of all our wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for your valuable time and words, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Dear viewers, thank you for staying with us. If you wish to read the entire conversation, please click on the link in the description given below and keep sharing all your inspirational stories with us. Be safe, be happy, and stay inspired until next time. Let us know how you like the video in the comment section below.